Your life in 7 days. Stoic habits to start from scratch. A few years ago, I found myself in an extremely challenging phase. My job did not bring me satisfaction. Difficulties with colleagues and a turbulent relationship only made things worse. Honestly, I was trapped in negative feelings, feeling that my life was slipping out of my control. Each day felt like an endless battle, and I was at rock bottom. On one of those days, while aimlessly browsing on YouTube, I stumbled upon a video that caught my attention. It was a summary of a book by Ryan Holiday, a contemporary philosopher. That was the starting point of my journey into Stoicism, and today, I am extremely grateful to have discovered this philosophy. Without any prior planning, I began incorporating these teachings into my routine, reading more about the subject. It was then that the changes started to occur. After devouring over 10 books on Stoicism, I became deeply fascinated by this philosophy and felt the need to share it with others. And I can confidently say, the changes that occurred were remarkable. Anxiety and stress began to give way to serenity and inner peace. My decisions, more than anything, I started to find a deeper purpose in each day. Now, let's explore the fundamental principles of this philosophy and understand how to apply them in modern-day situations. Furthermore, if you are ready to embark on this journey of self-discovery and Stoic transformation, I invite you to follow this video to the end, as it may be the most important one you have ever watched on this channel. My introduction to Stoicism was a true light at the end of the tunnel. Discovering the lessons from Stoic thinkers such as Epictetus, Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Zeno opened up a new dimension of wisdom for me. Stoicism, in summary, is an ancient philosophical current that focuses on the development of virtue, self-control, and wisdom. Its central premise is that, although we cannot control external circumstances, we have the power to shape our reactions and attitudes toward them. This philosophy offers us a powerful tool to face life's challenges with serenity. A key concept of Stoicism is the distinction between what we can and cannot control. We can control our thoughts, actions, and choices. We have no control. Stoicism guides us to focus our energy on what we can truly modify, rather than exhausting ourselves over what is beyond our reach. However, Stoicism is not limited to abstract concepts. It provides practical tools for everyday life, helping to deal with stress, anxiety, and depression, to make decisions, and to seek lasting happiness. Throughout this video, we will explore some of the main concepts of Stoicism and how they can be applied in real-life situations. We will discuss the importance of values such as virtue. If you have ever felt overwhelmed by daily demands, questioned how to find tranquility amid turmoil, or sought practical guidance to enhance your existence, this video will offer valuable teachings for you. Stoicism could be the key to a new beginning, allowing you to build a richer, purpose-driven life. However, this philosophy serves merely as a guide to give us direction. The action must come from you. No philosophy has the power to completely transform you. It is essential that you also commit to this process. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate notifications so you don't miss the valuable tips I will share throughout this journey. Now, imagine if you could restart your life. Would you do it? Restarting doesn't mean forgetting or ignoring the past, but rather absorbing the lessons from previous experiences and using that wisdom to shape a more promising future. Marcus Aurelius taught us that the obstacles we face can be turned into opportunities for action. What blocks the way can, in fact, become the very path to walk. All you need to do is take the next step, and no one can stop you from doing that. The act of restarting is an art, a balance between learning from mistakes and moving forward with renewed hope. And our responses to situations reflect our perceptions. If we view the world as a hostile place, we act defensively. But if we see it with benevolence, our actions reflect love. Stoicism invites us to adjust our perceptions, to see reality objectively and clearly, without uncontrolled emotions blinding us. As Seneca wisely said, sometimes we suffer for something that has not yet occurred, or may never occur, and this can paralyze us. But what if we considered each obstacle as an opportunity? The Stoics saw challenges not as cruelties of fate, but as exercises that strengthen the spirit. They encouraged us to view difficulties as opportunities for growth, reminding us that just as fire purifies gold, adversity refines strong individuals, making us better each day. It is this perspective that makes me a follower of Stoicism. Everything we face can shape our lives positively, and that is what makes Stoicism so amazing and relevant even today. In his meditations, Marcus Aurelius did not share his words with the world, but rather his most intimate reflections, daily reminders about living with authenticity and purpose. They show us that, at the beginning and end of each day, the dialogue we have with ourselves is crucial to our lives. Therefore, it is important to be our own friends and not our enemies. We don't need someone else by our side to feel complete. We must learn to enjoy our own presence wherever we are, valuing the happiness of being there, regardless of who is around. The worst thing is to depend on others to find happiness. Stoicism reminds us of the transience of all things, whether happiness, pain, success, or failure. It invites us to live with detachment, to appreciate the moments that matter, but also to be ready to let them go. As Epictetus expressed, remember that everything has a price. Choose what you value, and be prepared to let go of the rest. The Stoic journey is not simple, but it is profoundly enriching. It teaches us to value ourselves, to find strength in adversity, and to live with intention. I know that for many, it is difficult to deal with disrespect or situations where Stoicism teaches us to remain silent. However, this is essential for a fulfilling life. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of living in harmony, not only with the external world but also with our own inner nature. So, it's worth asking. Remember that the universe is constantly evolving, and you need to evolve too. Our thoughts have the power to shape our lives. Often, we strive to please others and seek external validation, forgetting our true essence. Stoicism invites us to recognize our inner value and not depend on others' opinions to find fulfillment. As Epictetus wisely stated, if you seek true freedom, it resides in not being subject to the will of others. In other words, what you need to be a new you depends solely on yourself and no one else. Acceptance is not the same as resignation. It is understanding reality and acting wisely in response to it. Acceptance involves recognizing that there are elements beyond our control, but we always maintain the ability to control our own reactions to these events. It is the intersection of understanding reality and deciding how to navigate it. Instead of waiting for the storms to pass, we learn to dance in the rain and manage what we cannot control. The present is the only time we truly possess. The past is merely a memory, and the future is an unknown. True power lies in the here and now. Worrying about the future or dwelling on the past only distracts us from the present unfolding before us, keeping us trapped in a vicious cycle. The Stoics didn't just discuss philosophy, they lived their philosophies daily, constantly seeking to improve, learn, and grow. What legacy do we wish to leave behind? Stoicism teaches us that more than our words, it is our actions that define our legacy. Life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. In a world where many try to take advantage of us, it is essential to remember the power of silence, both external and internal. It is in this silence that we find clarity, purpose, and a deeper connection with ourselves. This space allows us to reflect, recharge our energies, and focus on what truly matters. Following Epictetus's advice, don't explain your philosophy, embody it. We can learn that often, the secret to progress lies in letting go of what binds us, whether it be an old grudge, resentment, or an outdated perception of ourselves. Our own notions of who we are may be inaccurate, and through Stoicism, we find the freedom to evolve. When we seek our true potential, the quality of our thoughts plays a crucial role in the happiness we experience. More than wealth, power, or status, it is virtue that we should value. Virtue manifests in our actions through integrity, authenticity, and kindness. We must reflect on which virtues we are cultivating in our journey. As Zeno of Citium noted, it is not that we have little time, but that we waste it on unimportant things. Life is full of inevitable challenges, and Stoicism teaches us that what truly matters is not what happens to us, but how we react to those situations. Do not waste your time on things that have no value. Always strive to evolve, for this evolution can be the catalyst for the emergence of a new you. Each obstacle can be an opportunity for learning, growth, and strengthening. Epictetus expressed that, in life, it is not about avoiding wounds, but about not succumbing to them. When we were young, the future seemed like an infinite ocean of possibilities. So why does it now feel like nothing is going right? Perhaps it's time to analyze your actions, filtering what worked and what didn't, as this can change the course of your life. However, as in many journeys, shadows also fell over mine. Alcohol, which initially seemed like an occasional refuge, became a daily necessity, darkening my days and making my nights even gloomier. I found myself drinking every day, surrounded by false friends and superficial relationships, where the only bond was the presence of alcohol on the table. Happiness became something distant, and the relationships I considered precious began to crumble. It felt like everything was falling apart around me. It was then, at the height of this spiral of self-destruction, that summarized video about Stoicism mentioned earlier appeared in my life. With its words, I finally understood what Stoicism truly is. That video marked a turning point for me. I decided I would be a new person, that I would change and adopt Stoicism as my philosophy of life. I hope this video can also be your starting point, where you can restart your journey. Comment, I will be a new person, and today's date to mark the beginning of your renewal. Just as Seneca described the unchecked passions that imprison us, I reflected on my own self-imposed prison and how alcohol dependency took over my life. Inspired by the lessons of Massimo Pigliucci, Seneca, and other Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus, I embarked on my journey towards sobriety. I learned about the importance of self-control, resilience in the face of adversity. Today, years after that pivotal point, I leave behind that past version of myself. Every day I am grateful for discovering Stoicism at that critical moment. 4 months ago, I completed another year without drinking a drop of alcohol because I decided to change. I decided to be different. And you, how long will you wait to change? This philosophy taught me to value life, to face challenges with strength, and to find a true sense of freedom. Alcohol no longer dictates my course. I am now the captain of my own clarity and purpose. Now, my mission is to share all these teachings with you. Although the journey has not been easy, next, I will share some suggestions to develop skills and incorporate transformative practices into your life. By applying these practices from now on, you will be on the path to complete renewal and clear direction for the future. Here are some daily suggestions that can help on this journey. Morning reflection. Reflect on your experiences from the previous day and visualize how you want your current day to unfold. This will help you prepare mentally to face challenges and maintain calm in stressful situations. Gratitude journal. Daily, this practice will help you focus on the positive and appreciate the small joys of life. Regular physical activity. The Stoics valued maintaining a healthy body. Engage in regular physical exercise, whether walking, running, doing yoga, or any activity you enjoy. Principle of control. Remember the Stoics focus on making wise decisions and accept with serenity what is beyond your control. Self-discipline. Set realistic goals and work consistently to achieve them. Nightly self-assessment. Before sleeping, reflect on your actions throughout the day. Assess whether you acted according to your Stoic values and principles, identify areas for improvement, and plan how to address them. Learning from inspiring examples. Explore books or biographies of people you admire who embody Stoic values, such as Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius. Extract valuable lessons from their life experiences and apply these principles in your own actions. Aligning with your principles. Focus on acting in alignment with your own principles and values without constantly seeking approval from others. Reflection on impermanence. Remember the impermanence of life and the inevitability of death. This should not be viewed with pessimism, but as a reminder to value existence and make conscious decisions about how you want to live. By remembering your mortality, you will realize how much you want to live and achieve your goals. Skill development. Set aside time to learn new skills or improve existing ones. Personal growth is fundamental in Stoicism, as it empowers you to face challenges with greater confidence. Acceptance of the uncontrollable. As Epictetus stated, there is no evil in what happens to you unless you choose it to be so. Accepting what we cannot control frees us from anguish. Valuing authenticity in relationships. Stoicism teaches us to seek authentic relationships based on virtue and mutual contribution. By adopting these principles, we transform our lives, developing self-awareness, resilience, and clarity of objectives. This helps us live with purpose, compassion, and find serenity even in the most challenging situations. Remember that Stoicism is a philosophy rooted in constant practice. Do not expect instant changes, but over time, these practices can assist you in transforming your life and adopting a more resilient mindset aligned with your principles and values. When faced with challenges and difficulties, recall the Stoic maxim, "The obstacle is the way." Instead of complaining, seek opportunities for growth and learning in adverse situations. Finally, practice balance in your desires and emotions. As author and YouTuber Ryan Holiday emphasizes in his book, "Ego is the enemy. Do not let intense emotions and negative impulses dictate the course of your life." Cultivate emotional self-discipline by seeking to understand the perspectives and feelings of others. Practicing empathy and compassion will strengthen your interpersonal relationships and promote overall well-being. Morning reflection. Encourage the practice of meditation upon waking. Reflect on the previous day and visualize the day ahead, mentally preparing for challenges. Essential practices. Gratitude journal. Regular physical activity. Maintain a healthy body through regular exercise, just as the Stoics did. Principle of control. Focus on what you can control and accept with serenity what is beyond your control. Self-discipline. Nightly self-assessment. Evaluate your actions at the end of the day, identifying areas for improvement. Learning from inspiring examples. Seek inspiration in books and biographies of Stoic figures like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius. Alignment with your principles. Impermanence of life. Remember your mortality to value life and make conscious decisions. Skill development. Acceptance of the uncontrollable. Accepting what cannot be controlled frees you from anguish. Authenticity in relationships. Communication and relationships. Tolerance and patience. Practice counting to 3 before acting, allowing for deeper reflection and informed decisions. Setting boundaries. Know when to say no to avoid being overwhelmed. Communication style. Daily reading of philosophy. Dedicate time to reading Stoic philosophical texts for reflection and practical application. Service to others. Altruism. Seek to help others without expecting rewards. Community involvement is a cornerstone of Stoicism. If this video was helpful and you want more advice on personal development and practical philosophy, don't forget to like, subscribe to the Extreme Stoic channel, and share your experiences in the comments. Let's reflect together on how Stoicism can transform our lives. Have you faced a significant adversity? How do you imagine applying Stoic principles could have influenced your perspective or helped you in that situation? Share in the comments, and let's learn together. If you truly want to change your life, don't wait any longer. Make the choice to transform your days starting now. We have an amazing video right here to guide you in the first steps of this journey. I thank everyone for their ongoing support and presence. As always, I hope this brief reflection has been beneficial. Stay with God and in peace. See you in the next video, here on Extreme Stoic. Until next time, my friends.